decades you won the MVP, the Defensive Player of the Year award. Where does the title NBA champion rank on your personal list?
Being an NBA champion is everything. If I didn't win any of that individual stuff, I would be totally fine with just being an NBA champion.
Nice clean game, huh?
So the Bucks win the tip. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go on the court for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are your small and power forwards. Bledsoe is out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. There's the pass to Bledsoe. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You got to try to keep Bledsoe out of the lane. You can't let him get in there. As soon as that happens, you're in trouble, big trouble.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the night. Free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe.
You know, one of the things I'd like to see Bledsoe improve on is his passing. Other than that, I think his overall game is pretty solid.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Outside Tatum. Pass to Irving. In the corner, Smart with it. 6 to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And KG, you've talked about the players who influenced you. It must help to have that inspiration from other great players.
So I look at trying to find
a compass, a roadmap,
something. And Chris Webber right away. As soon as I saw high school footage of him, I saw a tape of him and Big Dog playing each other in a dark gym in Chicago, and they was just dunking on each other. And it was this classic tape. No, this is a real story. And I resonated with Webber ever since. And, you know, he didn't really shoot a lot of jumpers. He was through. He was powerful. And I mixed it, you know, obviously took pieces of that. And they were able to, you know, obviously put it into my own game. But he was my inspiration.
Wow, that's a great story.
Now, see, Webb knows that. I told him that. When I first met Webb, I was starstruck. Him and Michael Jordan and Shaq a little bit, right? Because Shaq is like, holy, like, God. Shaq.
He's like that house you were talking about.
The house. Go home, look inside the house. It's like looking at Shaq, right? Shaq to Diesel, right? But seriously, I was starstruck, and I was like, holy snap. And then, you know, he scored, and I had to really come out of that really fast. And after that, I think the very next year, I blocked the shot and said something. He was like, oh, we talking? Yeah. But since then, we've always had an understanding. We've always went in each other's neck, and we understood what it was. But, yeah, Chris Webber was a huge inspiration to my progression.
Love that story. The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Hey, if you had a list of the most athletic players in the NBA and did a roll call, it would be not long before you got to Antetokounmpo. The Greek freak is the real deal.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Boston. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And, you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
Now here's Bledsoe, and he uses the glass on the layup. Kevin, you think about having that killer instinct, that killer mentality. You go against a Kobe Bryant, he would tear your heart out, as you would his.
And you have to understand that we all recognize that about each other. Tim Duncan would be the same. Rasheed Wallace would be the same. I would think of Allen Iverson would be the same. Vince Carter would do the same. These are guys who, Trace McGrady, Chauncey Billups, these are all guys who Killer Mill. These are all guys who don't care. And that's how it should be. And that's the game.
You can't be great unless you are, I don't think, can you?
I think you have to possess that killer instinct.
Even Jordan.
Man, listen, Michael Jordan was one of the darkest, seriously. Jordan could go into a place where he could go repetitive and he could go on talking to you. And the more he talked, I thought the better he got. And I thought the madder he got, the better he got. And the more upset and the more you didn't trap him, the more he was ticked off that you wasn't. Bro, there's a whole matrix to it. Like, seriously, this game is levels to it. And the ones that understand that have been in that understand what I'm talking about.
There's not a great player that hasn't been there.
No, because they understand that moment. When you got there, when you're in that moment, you're just riding the wave. You're just going to ride it. The great ones know what I'm talking about.
Irving with it. 29 points for him last game against Phoenix.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
Horford against Lopez. To the middle. Here's Morris. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Wasted no time on that one.
Just because Lopez is a big guy doesn't mean he can't knock that down.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
And Kevin, you were drafted back in 1995, straight out of high school. You ever wonder how your career might have been different had you played some college basketball?
When I look at college, those are people that are going to, if not preparing themselves for something else. I was doing the same thing at a rapid rate, doing it through college.
Very accelerated rate.
Very accelerated rate. Where
yes.
people was getting in 4 years, I was probably getting in 6 months, if not 3 months, and had to understand and articulate it. Then I got to block out. I got to understand what all that is and how finance and economics work and how it affects me. And now I got to strategize from when I'm going to do certain business moves throughout this whole season and be able to talk to an owner and talk and negotiate and go back and forth within a certain timeline. This is all stuff that you don't get in a book. No, this is all on the ground. You got to learn it, and you got to have a passion for it. You can't sit back and let somebody do your job for you. You got to know what it is. To be able to teach someone something is elite to me. So, you know.
And it was a process, and you enjoyed the process, though, right? Because you were a sponge. You absorbed so much as from a person watching you go through all this.
Kev, I'm a student.
Yeah.
And you know me. You've been knowing me since I was a kid. You saw my growth. You saw when I struggled. One thing about struggle, you always have a chance to do something about that. I like to think that in life you have a choice. You can, it's what you do and how you do it. And I've always wanted to be a person of quality. Always wanted to be a person of class. You know that. And I'm a professional, and I was taught that you don't get to pick and choose when you're a professional. And I like to think that I've learned through my mistakes and I've applied the stuff that I've learned through my mistakes. Some of the things I'm teaching these young guys, some of the things I'm talking to these young guys about is just simple experiences and how I messed up. And if I could do it over, I would do it like this. And if I could talk to, my parents, and I have parents like your parents, I would sit down and I would say this. Relating to these young guys, understanding these young guys, understanding, period, says a lot for everything, bro. That's what I've learned through all of this.
Unbelievable.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And here's Bledsoe following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Morris against Antetokounmpo. Here's Bledsoe. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Horford. Kev, talk about the characteristics needed to be a winner in this league.
Appetite. How much do you want this? Can you push through that pain right there? Are you going to dive on the floor? Are you going to do the small things? You know, are you going to double down? Are you going to be in the spot when you're supposed to, when you're supposed to be there? You know my bads. You know, all this goes into winning. And then you need a little luck. You do. And you need an appetite. You need 15 guys that's willing to push through anything at any moment. That's the difficult part of winning.
On the same page.
On the same page, all 15 thinking the same thing.
Yeah. It sounds daunting.
Listen, people think that, oh, man, why can't you have 15? Because it's 15 guys thinking 15 totally different things. And that's the difficult part of being a coach. That's what I'm saying. Being a coach is one of the hardest things to be because you got to take 15 perspectives and get them all in one and then go forward with the same velocity like you wanted to. Frustrating.
Now, here's Irving. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force.
Boy, that was well done by Bledsoe there. Nice timing on that block.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Middleton can't get it to go.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
And so it's Milwaukee with it after the basket by Boston. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside Irving. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. And the Celtics making a change here. Brown's checked in. Horford kicks to Morris. Nice ball movement by Boston. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from the baseline. Jump shot is good that time. Irving's got 5. And that nickname, the big ticket, it stuck, and it certainly fit. KG, you were the big ticket.
Lord knows I owe you for that one, man.
But you were the big ticket.
Where'd you get that from, man?
You know, I don't even know.
Okay, man, listen.
Do you like, of all the nicknames you have, and you've got some,
yes.
but would you like that as well as any you got?
Listen, it has morphed now. I am the ticket. So
the ticket,
my friends come to me and they ask me, Teron Lue, he don't call me. He hasn't called me Kevin since you've been calling me the big ticket. Everybody calls me Tick.
How about that?
All the young guys, I don't even think they know my name. There's no Ticket.
The ticket.
Ticket, Tick, hey, Tick. Right, so that's what it is.
You are the big ticket still. Lopez, no luck.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Boston shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Gordon Hayward comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Rozier in for Kyrie Irving.
Well, you like the confidence of Tatum. I mean, he enjoys tackling any challenge in front of him. Doesn't shy away. A true leader as a young player. Impressive.
Now here is Hill. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Rozier the pass to Baines. Now Tatum. His last outing, he had 18 points. For 3, Hayward. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Hill. A 3-pointer off the mark. Celtics trail by 7. Here's Hayward. Rebound collected by Snell.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. It looked like he forced the shot.
KG, you had so much success as a high school player. In fact, you were on the cover of Sports Illustrated. How about that, huh? How about, I can see the picture in my mind's eye right now.
Kev, that fell in my lap, man. That wasn't something that I was striving for, but who doesn't want to be on the cover of anything? And nonetheless, SI, and I was more than giddy-eyed and glitz or whatever you want to call it. Listen, very special moment for me. A lot of people don't know you have to get permission to be in certain neighborhoods, and we got permission to be in the neighborhood. We got the shooter right there in front of Farragut, which is very dear to me because of the transformation and the stuff that I have been through and where I was at. You know, I hold Farragut a very, 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 very special place in my heart. So it was important for me to have it on the cover.
Milwaukee leading by 9. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And no good. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And if there's one aspect of the game that really stood out for me, it was the rebounding. Basketball is about possessions, and you saw a noticeable difference in terms of the effort both teams were putting forth.
Simply got outworked under the boards, guys. I mean, that's the no-brainer of the deal. I mean, they got pushed around all game long.
And the Bucks with possession here after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. The drive by Hill. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. 5th best, the Bucks.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
He's off on the first.
And in my opinion, Hill is simply one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. While he's not that tall, he's got exceedingly long arms, and he does a great job using that length to dissuade passes and to challenge shots.
And he sinks the second. And Kevin, you talk about your rivals at that big man position. Who comes to mind among guys you played against and have the most respect for?
I got a lot of respect for guys in our league. Shaq, Rasheed Wallace, Dice, Charles Barkley, Carmelo, you know, to name a few. Chris Webber.
Yeah.
A ton of respect. But when it comes to the cream of the cream, you know, Rasheed Wallace and Tim Duncan always brought out another side of me. I would say Chris Webber, too, you know, because Chris Webber is my idol. And those guys brought out the better side of me. And I like to think that I dug deeper with those guys and playing up against those guys. If you want to see what you are in this league and all that stuff that you've been practicing and working on in the gym, those players, those moments are going to pull those times out of you. And that's what true essence are. And only the elite understand that. Only the elite understand the matrix. And things slow down and you really are dominating the game on both ends.
Different world.
Different world, different flow, different mindset, different type of character.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tipping.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
And that one misses.
Man, they are just living at the line.
Yeah, doing an outstanding job of attacking offensively and forcing the issue.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Rozier. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Hayward can't hit.
The tough shots aren't going down for him right now, but neither are the easy ones. I mean, he's got to find the rhythm somehow.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, and checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. 4th in rebounding, 4th in field goal percentage, and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding. That's good from Antetokounmpo. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Here's Rozier. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Hayward. He kicks it to Baines. The Celtics working the ball around now. Down low. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I think he's going to have to be more cautious on defense. He can't afford to pick up a 3rd foul here in the first quarter.
There's Brown with the 3, and the 3 ball is good. Brown's got his first 3 points of the game.
Hey, guys, that's just outstanding confidence from Brown. I mean, getting up with the shot right away and giving the defense no time to react, that's impressive.
Now here's Ilyasova. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Connaughton kicks to Ilyasova. And the Bucks miss again.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Yeah, and you know, Tatum's a solid scorer on the interior. Good at getting the position he wants and needs and then cashing in.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Unloads from 13. Ilyasova can't hit. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 6. Now here's Rozier. No points in the game yet for him. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Milwaukee gets called for the foul.
You know, there's no question about it. Hayward is an exciting player and an athletic forward who can really score.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
The first one falls. Hayward hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Deep 2 from Hill. And that does it for the first quarter. Milwaukee on top, up by 4. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, and not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward, an all-star. Stevens has moved into the conversation for best coach in our league.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Milwaukee?
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Rozier and Brown in the backcourt. Tatum and Hayward holding down the forward spots. And it's Baines in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Boston Five. And here's Hayward. George Hill getting it to go from deep. Here's Baines. Here's Brown. The shot from the low post is good. Brown's got 5.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Al Horford is a multiple all-star. And if you count his stats, you miss what he brings to the table. When you factor in his passing, his defense, his efficiency, he does all the things that help you win. Coach Brad Stevens said, Al Horford averaging 15 points a game for you is like other guys averaging 27. Kevin?
The definition of a pro. Terrific guy. Thank you, D.A.
The impressive length of Hill really comes into play when he's in the post. And defenders have a difficult time getting to his shot.
And here is Tatum. He's got 7. Rozier the pass to Baines. Clock at 6. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Hill kicks to Snell. DiVincenzo. Defended by Hayward. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Jason Tatum. The Bucks have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game. First free throw is good. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Al Horford, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Morris comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jason Tatum. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Rozier. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Hill. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Irving against Bledsoe. Back to Irving. Three-pointer. They get the rebound, and the dunk by Horford.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
One shot.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Brown against Middleton, and the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. The Bucks making a switch here. Brogdon's checked in. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him.
Aggressiveness is fine, but you can't be this over-aggressive. I think he's got to dial it back some. They need him on the floor.
Brogdon against Irving. Brogdon finds Bledsoe. Good on the three-point shot. Bledsoe's got 10 points in the game.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Irving passes to Morris. Nice ball movement by Boston. The shot's good from Irving.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Brown against Middleton. Passes it to Brogdon. Bledsoe right side. Just 4 to shoot. For 3, Middleton. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
You know, Bledsoe has developed his passing skills to the point where you've got to respect that part of his game. He's doing a nice job finding his open guys.
Now, here is Morris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Al Horford impeding the defense there with the solid screen.
The Celtics shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
One shot, gentlemen.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. Here's Smart. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the team's scoring leaders. The Bucks number 1.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
Roof shot.
First free throw is good. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ilyasova. He's off on the second. Milwaukee's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. Lopez, good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And the Bucks lead by 3.
And a nice job from Lopez to catch and shoot in a fluid motion. And for a guy as big as he is, that's really impressive.
Outside Irving. Feeds it to Brown. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Milwaukee's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Taking a look at Milwaukee. They're holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And, of course, there's Boston, 3 spots below.
And I think for Milwaukee, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it.
Here's Irving following the bucket by the Bucks. Brown outside to the middle. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo's 7'3" wingspan, extraordinary. I mean, he's effective in rejecting shots, bothering shots, and stealing the ball.
Now here's Middleton. 14 points from him the last game against New Orleans.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
And that one falls for Middleton.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Now here's Brown. He's got 10. The shot's good from Irving.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Antetokounmpo against Morris. Yes, that goes in. And that's 13 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Now here's Horford. 5 points in the game. Boston needs to get off a shot. Brown outside. Rebound Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Good on the shot. And now an 8-point Bucks lead.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Irving kicks to Morris. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Bledsoe. The kick out to Irving. Smart against Brogdon. Smart finds Horford. On the wing, Irving. Misses the three.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Fruitful possession, just doing what they can to extend the lead.
Yeah, that's tremendous efficiency there. I mean, you like seeing them put together these types of plays.
Morris into the lane. And that one, good.
And the powerful frame of Morris, difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
It's stolen by Morris. There's the pass to Irving. Back to Morris. Lopez with the block.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now a timeout called by Boston. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
And, Kevin, they need this timeout. He's flat out owning them right now. Can't miss.
Celtics trail by 10. Irving with the ball. 12 points for him. Hits the three-point bomb. Irving's got 15 points.
And once he started feeling it, Irving just decided to make it his night. And he's done that in a big way.
Got a piece of it. Here's Smart. And that one goes long.
And sometimes, you know, you don't capitalize off a good shot or a good look. Still, you got to keep letting those good looks fly.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Now Smart, after Chris Middleton missed from long range.
You know, Kevin, this team is struggling a bit right now. I mean, I hope he can find his rhythm and start making his shots out there soon. Otherwise, ... How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
The rebound by Middleton. Bucks leading by 9. Bledsoe left side. For 3, Brogdon. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 3 assists tonight.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
Here's Brown. Tries again. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And some changes here for the Celtics. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Marcus Morris. And it's Rozier in for Marcus Smart.
One shot.
Brown no good on the free throw.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
And it's sent back by Lopez. And stolen by Horford. There's a minute 47 left in the first half of the game.
And I really like the uniqueness of Al Horford's game. I mean, he's a big man with a versatile skill set. He makes threes. He can score inside. He defends. He's a guy that is an inside-out matchup problem for most.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Boston. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 12, and it's Lopez at the elbow. Clock at 6. To the right side. DiVincenzo. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
And KG, I know you've got to run, but as always, you've always got a home here. Thanks for stopping by, and please come back.
Man, K-Hall, man, thank you. Thank 2K, man. I appreciate y'all bringing me through here, man. Anytime y'all need the guard, y'all let me know, man.
The best, Kevin Garnett. And Clark, you know, it's amazing. KG was the alpha dog as a player, and he just continues to carry that with him. That's who he is.
And, you know, I think that's who he will always be, too, Kevin. Seemed like he had the attributes of being a leader and grew into that even more as he was mentored by guys like Sam Mitchell and others. So he's the kind of guy with his personality, his charisma, his work ethic that others find it easy to look up to.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. The Bucks also with the sub. Hill's checked in. Both free throws good for Irving.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It seems that he really did just need his own team to become the player he's become.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
There's 48 seconds left now here in the second. And Baines kicks to Irving. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Irving. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And so Irving nails both of them. 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Fires the 3. And it's Irving with the rebound. And it's Irving with the ball for the Boston Celtics. It's a 10-point game. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now here is Hill. He's got 6. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Ilyasova. Shot clock at 6. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Left side, Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And Tatum so quick off his feet. Got that nice quick bounce, a threat to throw it down when he's close to the bucket.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 20 points, 3 block shots, and 12 big-time rebounds. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
You know the Greek Freak. Every year, he seems to take a step forward. The shot looks better, his body is filled out, and he can bang inside whenever he wants to. But what really impressed me in the first half was his leadership. And he controlled the game, and he controlled his teammates.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
Welcome back to Boston, the buildings of the financial district visible in all their glory. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
And you know what, Greg? He's showing no signs of slowing down now. This game has been all him, and he's been a force.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. Giannis is down low with Lopez. Brogdon out there with Bledsoe. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot.
And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats say, it's Al Horford. Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with his shot blocking, but you ask anyone he's played with and they'll tell you he is a perfect teammate.
And the big men who compete against Horford have nothing but respect for him, Greg.
Well, it is why he's been selected as an all-star by his peers and why guys like Embiid admire his game. I mean, Horford does all the small things on the floor you need as a big man. He's so humble. He just goes about his game and makes his team better in every facet. Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, he has been, and he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team as a result of his poor shooting.
A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Lopez has got 6.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
Here's Irving. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
We know star power is critical, Clark, but when you look at the great bench players, what distinguishes them in your estimation?
A couple of things, Kevin, when you talk about outstanding role players. One is not only do they accept their role, they embrace it. They thrive in it. They really relish it. It could be impacting the game defensively or impacting it with energy and offensive rebound. Sometimes it's a designated scorer who comes off the bench to just inject offense. Lou Williams as a 6th man.
Sure.
Vinnie Johnson when he was with the Pistons. I mean, there are a number of guys. John Havlicek, his great Hall of Fame career was pretty much started as a 6th man. So a number, Kevin McHale and so forth. You can go down the list, but they impact the outcome with some aspect or aspects of their game, which is awesome to see.
The first one falls. And Clark, you look at the Bucks roster. What's the biggest area of need in your opinion?
The question mark I see is the center position, Kevin. Thon Maker might have some upside and could very well fill that void, but they lack a presence in there now.
Bledsoe hits them both. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Smart passes to Horford. Back to Smart. The kick out to Irving. Connects from 3-point range. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
And it's good for 2. And the Bucks lead by 3.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here is Irving. The fader. Good on the bucket. Smart's got 7 points in the game.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Middleton against Tatum. with the teardrop and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Well, you look at the skill set and size of Middleton, hard for any defense to match up against. Just so creative in how he draws contacts and gets himself to the line.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
The first one falls. And Chris Middleton, 39th overall pick back in 2012, a throw-in in the Brandon Knight, Brandon Jennings trade. Yet, Clark, you know, you look back and he was the best player by far in that deal.
Kevin, a player's individual journey of development is hard to predict. He's now one of the best two-way wings in the league, and I think he surprised a lot of people, but it's a credit to his work ethic and his skill level.
Now, here's Irving. 25 points in the game. For the tie. Milwaukee with the rebound. Brogdon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And to Kumbo. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Bledsoe.
Bringing a strong work ethic defensively. More is grinding on the shooter there.
Inside. Stolen by Bledsoe. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. And with this chance, we can show you the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Those are the season's top shot blocking teams. 5th best, the Bucks.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
And the second free throw, good. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Irving dishes to Morris. Smart on the wing. To the inside, Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist. 11 points for Jason Tatum. And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, you know, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done. They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
And Chris Middleton, 2 seasons ago, tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. A former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. A lot of coaches out there, Clark, wear their emotions very prominently on their sleeve. Others take the calm, cool approach as a player. Was there a particular style that you preferred?
Yeah, my preference was cool, calm, be direct, be firm. but not necessarily overly emotional. And in my short stint with the Pacers, Jack McKinney was more of the cool and calm approach. He was excitable, but a little bit even keeled. George was a little more emotional, but still, I enjoyed playing for both of them because I think I was clear in that they were trying to get the best out of me and the best out of the team.
Good way to look at it. Unloads from 13, and there's the bucket from Tatum. Tatum's got the game tied up here for Boston.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
So it's the Celtics now, after the basket by Milwaukee. Smart goes in, banked in off the glass. Smart's got 9.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 14.
This is what Bledsoe loves doing. I mean, penetrating, probing, finding his way, looking to get close to the bucket. That's when he's at his best.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Milwaukee making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. And he makes both free throws.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Connaughton passes to Antetokounmpo. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Horford. And a season after he won the most improved player, Antetokounmpo, Clark, was a legit MVP contender.
No doubt about it. I think if the Bucks had been a top seed, perhaps he could have won it, although James Harden was phenomenal last season. The league has been put on notice. This is a guy who wouldn't surprise me at all if he became an MVP at some point in his career.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw.
They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
Irving for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Man, he's got it going now. And when he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
Pass to Smart. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Brogdon against Smart. Brogdon finds Lopez. Off target from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum finding his groove now. He's got so much potential, Kevin.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And that one drops for him. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points in the quarter.
And, you know, Kevin, they count on him to provide offense, and he knows how to fill it up.
Irving kicks to Horford. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Morris. Jaylen Brown comes in for Smart. And it's Rozier in for Kyrie Irving. The Bucks also with the sub. George Hill's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. Now, here's Rozier. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's deep 2 from Hill. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum passes to Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
Yeah, I like how Tatum surveys the floor. Great at looking for his teammates, especially when they're open.
Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Connaughton kicks to Hill. Bucks passing it around. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now, here's Rozier. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game over Hill, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Milwaukee's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Kicks it to Middleton. Poked away. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Connaughton. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
What's up? He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Trickeration. I like that, partner. That's pretty strong word creation. And you've got to be creative, though, whether you're commentating or hooping, especially when you're going inside.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Al Horford. And then for Milwaukee, Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. And Tony Snell subbed in for Chris Middleton. Celtics trail by 4. Rozier the pass to Hayward. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Fast break, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo running.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Rozier. He's getting around 8 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at those numbers, not bad. But, guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Bucks.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Both good from the line that time. Now Rozier. Outside Tatum. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back.
That giant wingspan of Antetokounmpo, man, wreaking havoc on opposing players and really mucking up passing lanes too, man. He can be everywhere with that ferocious motor and those long arms.
Now here's Tatum. He's tightly guarded. 5 to shoot. That's a 2 from Rozier. And he hits the jump shot.
Boy, you look at Mike Budenholzer, and he's moved into a nice situation this offseason. Atlanta in rebuild mode, and the Milwaukee Bucks heading in the other direction. One of the best teams in the East. That's a good landing spot for Budenholzer.
And Budenholzer, well respected around the league. Talk about what he brings now, Clark, to the Milwaukee Bucks, his new team.
Yeah, I think he brings a continuity offensively, ball movement and spacing, and a pretty good system defensively as well.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
He doesn't get the second one. Celtics trail by 7. And here's Brown outside. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Down low. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Now, here's Rozier. Hayward kicks to Brown. Hayward up top, defended by Ilyasova. And Hayward gets it to go.
Boy, I like seeing the ball get to that spot. Reminds me of my days doing work down there. When you have this kind of positioning, scoring is simple.
Here's Snell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Ilyasova can't hit.
Kevin, I like the defense there. I mean, they didn't make that easy, and he definitely seemed intimidated by the defenders.
And it's Rozier missing.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Snell. .157 left to play in the third. Misses from close range. Here's Hayward. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 16th rebound on the night. Inside to the middle. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Snell. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Hayward. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Ilyasova in the post. Baines is there. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Here's Snell, and he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Hayward looking over the floor. Buries it down low. Hayward's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Snell, guarded by Tatum. Baines with the block, and he recovers it.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Hayward outside. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Baines, defended by Ilyasova. And it's Rozier missing. Now here's Ilyasova. Here's Antetokounmpo. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Antetokounmpo's got 39.
You know, with his athletic ability, Antetokounmpo could almost get away with not having a jump shot, but he's got one anyway.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Bucks lead by 9. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Talked about it in the pregame. We have to play with game awareness and poise. Run back on defense, get great shots down here every single possession.
And that message, you can tell, GA, all about quality and efficiency.
Yeah, and when they get stops on defense, Coach Stevens wants to make sure they are taking great shots.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Brown and Hayward, the duo at forward. Kyrie Irving is out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Baines in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston Five. Here's Irving. Following the three by Milwaukee. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
One shot.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 41. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Boston. They trail by 11. Here's Hayward. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And seeing Gordon Hayward out there, you have to be glad that he was able to recover the way he has from that devastating injury on opening night last season.
And I remember your call of the moment, Kevin. The whole NBA world just was shocked on that opening night. As bad as it looked, it seemed to be clean enough to where Hayward won't have any lasting issues with it. The rehab obviously wasn't easy, and I'm sure Hayward is just thankful that he's been able to come back completely from that injury.
First one falls for him. Smart's checked in for Brown. Hayward hits them both.
And Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
Celtics trail by 11. Rozier, the pass to Smart. Back to Rozier. Now the pass to Smart. Irving with a clean look. Good, and Smart gets the assist. 32 points for Kyrie Irving. And Greg, you mentioned Hayward's strength. That and his ball fakes seem to be not as recognized as they should be.
Yeah, I think Hayward has one of the better pump fakes in our league. Great deception with inside-out dribbles to create space. And the things he does well aren't immediately apparent, but Hayward's terrific fundamentals are what make him a great scorer.
Lopez, no luck.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
That bucket in no time at all. 35 points for Kyrie Irving.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Bledsoe with it. Guarded now by Irving. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal. Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And Eric Bledsoe, so gifted athletically. He's got to learn to read the game as fast as he plays it, and that's a process. staying under control, using change of pace. Those are things he can tighten up.
Al Horford, he's checked in for the Celtics. Morris comes in for Terry Rozier. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And playing under Chauncey Billups and Chris Paul, Eric Bledsoe got the message about playing Clark at 2 speeds.
Well, you know, it's almost like baseball. You've got to have a little change of pace in your game, the changeup to keep hitters off balance in baseball, same in basketball. And his strength helps him too now. He can hold off his defender while he downshifts to make decisions with the ball.
Smart finds Irving. Smart deciding where to go with it. And here's Morris for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Middleton's got his 5th rebound in this one. And to Antetokounmpo. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Morris. Pass to Horford. Now Hayward. Outside Irving. Yep, that one goes in there. Irving's got 39.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
Composed under pressure, and he's now 4 for 4 here in the 4th.
Lopez kicks to Middleton. With some arc. That one, no good. Now Boston takes it the other way. To the inside. Horford the pass to Irving. Bucket is good. And it's now only a 1-point Bucks lead.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Now, here is Irving. Hayward outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
Free throw good from Hayward. Hayward hits them both. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, you know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
Irving finds Horford. Morris outside. Pass to Irving to tie it up. Knocks down the 3-ball. Irving's got 44.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here is Hayward. Passes to Horford. At the elbow, Irving. There's the dish to Hayward. 6 on the shot clock. Lopez with the steal. And there's the pass to Brogdon. Offline with his 3. The Celtics have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Morris against Lopez. Makes it off the glass. And it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
Boy, he's dangerous right now. He feels like he's making every shot he puts up.
Irving looking over the floor. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Bledsoe, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. George Hill's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. And that one falls for Irving. And the Celtics making a change here. Tatum's checked in. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And not the best season for Brook Lopez a year ago. Never seemed to be in the form we're used to seeing him in.
Normally, Kevin, he's so efficient and just didn't make the shots at the rate he normally does. He ended up being more of a role-playing big man than a centerpiece. And I think he's still got plenty left in his fuel tank, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him bounce back with a really strong season.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Morris against Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, that one put him over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
And Morris drops them both. Bucks leading by 3. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Antetokounmpo's got 55.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Irving dishes to Tatum. Back to Irving. Got it. Good job in the low post. Irving's got 47 points.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Antetokounmpo against Morris. It's stolen by Morris. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Antetokounmpo. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. The Bucks making a switch here. Snell's checked in. And he knocks down the first one. And Morris drops them both. And here is Brogdon. Kicks to Lopez. Hill with it. He's picked up by Irving. Drops in the tray. And the Bucks lead by 4.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Morris passes to Horford. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the paint, here's Middleton. And another shot. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Tatum. Smart, wide open, he fires. That one off the back iron and out.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Really terrific work from Hill, angling his body perfectly on the shot and forcing the defense to act.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Both free throws good from Hill. Celtics trail by 6. Irving kicks to Horford. Irving against Hill. Irving can't hit. Milwaukee's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Inside, they swipe it. And again, the turnover by the Bucks. And the Bucks making a change here. Boston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Shoots from 12. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
And in a close game like this, it can be won or lost on the boards. They've got to keep it up.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. And so Irving nails both of them.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
For 3, Middleton. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Middleton really is an amazing shooter. Absolutely amazing, especially from long distance.
And it's Irving with the ball for Boston. 7-point differential. The 9-foot shot. Morris finds Horford. Good D by Lopez.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Middleton can't get it to go.
And that layup is usually going in, especially when the defense is as lazy as that.
Horford in the post. Lopez covering. Good D by Lopez. Brogdon the pass to Middleton. 1:21 left in the 4th quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And, you know, Middleton is really dangerous on the drive. He often gets to the rim in a heartbeat and forces defenders to end up fouling him.
gentlemen. 2 shots. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
And Middleton, the former second-round pick now, has put a lot of work in on his game. I mean, a ton of work. Really carving out a nice spot in the league as a result of his hard work.
Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here. Well, for the Celtics, this one not looking good. Outside Irving. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Lopez. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Milwaukee making a switch here. Smith has checked in. He hits the first one, and that brings them within 8. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 1:05 left to play in the final quarter. Milwaukee leading by 7. Here's Brogdon, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Brogdon extremely comfortable taking these jump shots because he knows he has the green light.
Irving attacking. And good! There's another.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Middleton against Tatum. They double him with Irving. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Bucks now. Just 5 to shoot. The baseline J. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Bucks lead by 9. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're behind by 9. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hayward kicks to Irving. Another bucket. Wow.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And he commits the intentional foul.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be. Middleton with it. And so the Bucks take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Brooke. Congrats on the win. How important was this game for you?
You know, it's very big for us. It was a good benchmark. We've been trying to improve every game. You know, we've been getting better these past few games. And, you know, we know these guys are a very good team, so we wanted to come out and make a statement.
You sure did make a big statement tonight, Brooke. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.